Hi guys, I'm popping on because I wanted to just make sure that I share a message from the Great Council Light that they've been communicating to my community this month, the month of December, but also to tell you that the other night, tonight's Monday, Saturday night, there is a being called Kryon. I don't know if you know of him. A channeler called Lee Carroll channels him. Every now and then, I think maybe 3 times in the past, Kryon has come to me. And it's when I'm in my REM state, I'm half awake, half asleep. He came to me on Saturday night. And he told me, we were having a conversation, and he told me that everything was about to change. Everything was about to change in our country, in the world. Everything was about to change with my spiritual gifts. Everything was about to change in my community. Everything was about to change with my work. That everything was about to change. And I said, I was talking back and forth with him, and I said, well, Kryon, I know the energy very well. And he was sort of a mentor of mine for years and years while I was stepping into my channeling skills. I'm talking about the being, not Lee Carroll. Maybe one day I will meet him. But he filled my body up with such vibration that he made me just go so that there was no denying that this was happening. And, the next morning I channeled a message, and the guides were talking again to my community about reveling in the time that you have with your loved ones, reveling in the having your family around you, your friends close by to you, having the time to be taken and to spend time with your family and your loved ones. And they're saying, do not disregard the importance of this message. You are being asked now to sit with your loved ones, revel in the time that you have now together, for there will be an event of great magnitude that is coming shortly to your planet. There will be advances in war. Yes. You will see changes taken to expedite the plan that is and has been put into place. There are calculated efforts that have been taken to move forward with the attack against our country, the United States. So be aware that we're now been being manipulated into thinking that all is well and steady for your course of the United States, that you are now in a position of caring for your country and with a leader who will right in the course that has been disregarded and abandoned before. Now you're starting to see changes taking place. We're starting to see like these weird things in the sky. What does it mean? Why do we have all these drones everywhere? No one understands who they are, what they're here for. I channeled about that too. I'm going to do a video about that next. And they're saying that the change is about to take place. So that is, to me, what Kryon was speaking of. And that is what the Great Council of Light has been speaking of. I dreamt of Putin, and he was in a gray suit, and he was speaking, and then he stepped down off of this stage. And then I had also seen a map of the United States. It was actually the world, and then it went vroom, down to the U.S., vroom. And I'm sorry, not to the U.S., to Europe, vroom, and down I heard Poland. And then when I channeled a message the other day, they said that there's going to be another thing with Poland. So that might be the first thing that happens to kind of get things moving. And they want us to understand that we are here. They are here for us. And, they're going to support us through all of this change. And the reason that they tell us this is that we are not afraid, so that we feel supported. I'm not the only person out here saying these things. This is in the news. It's just not publicized. They're talking about so many different things. They're not really telling you all of the, if you follow some of the alternative news people, someone was just in Russia and was just talking about all of the things that our news in the United States isn't even telling us about. So they want us to move forward with love at our base and throughout our days. And they want us to stay with your loved ones as often as possible, knowing that your time now is limited. You're extremely dedicated to your world and the freedoms that you have. You are no longer will have those freedoms in a short while. So make sure that you're staying with your family and you're really reveling and enjoying these times. And I just want you to know that I'm going to start probably getting more and more updates that I am committed to sharing with everyone. And you know, the guides talk about timelines and how timelines are simultaneously happening individually and collectively. I continue to tell you guys about that because if you don't know or understand timelines, everyone's individual frequency, every single choice and action that you make affects the timeline for you and for the collective as a whole. So one thing can happen on one side of the world, another thing, you know, there's counter movements, there's different things that are happening. So things are shifting constantly. So, you know, I will keep you posted as to what I am receiving. But first and foremost, they want you to know that you are supported and you have a place where you will be receiving messages, and that's here. So follow this channel, save this video, share. The guides want you to share. And I also tapped in about the drones, and I'm going to share that video tomorrow. I am done. It's Monday at 7:30, and I'm pooped. So I'll talk to you later this week.